This is the first cat we're going to show you today. This is Patches. Patches is a neutered male. He's 4 years old, a short-haired, black and white. You can't see much but his face while he's hiding in the ship, but he's playing Captain Patches today. Captain Patches, the mighty pirate. He was brought in as a stray, but it turned out that obviously he had been somebody's cat because he's incredibly affectionate. He needs someone who will be patient with him, get to know him, let him get to know them, and then you'll have a friend for life. This is Patches, the captain of his own ship. The cat you're looking at now is Stella. Stella is a 7-year-old brown tabby with white on her. She loves to be petted, and she has an absolutely gorgeous face if she agrees to show it to you. Her owner passed away, and unfortunately, nobody was there to take her, and apparently she was alone in that house for a month or more before she was brought in, but someone was feeding her because she's certainly not underweight. She is very affectionate. She's good with other cats, and she's at gentle middle age, so she's a more laid-back kitty, but certainly happy as happy could be just to be loved, and her name is Stella. This gorgeous girl is Topaz. Topaz is a 6-year-old spayed female Burman seal point. Brought in because it was too stressful in the household with her, and she was just not happy. She would do much better in a quiet home. This is a long-haired cat that's going to take some maintenance, going to take some grooming, no question about it. But more than the brushing and more than the grooming, Topaz needs the loving. So someone who is soft-spoken and quiet and loving would be best for her, and a house where she could be a princess at the very least. She is beautiful, she is elegant, she is laid back, and she's just the sweetest girl you'd ever want to be around, and her name is Topaz. You're looking at Venus and Serena. They are 5-year-old short-haired Torbies, Torby being a combination of tortoiseshell and tiger, basically. Both of them are front declawed. They're very sweet. They're obviously sisters. They were abandoned in a parking lot in a cat carrier, were picked up and brought to Save a Pet. And Save a Pet has not yet decided for sure whether they have to go together or whether they can go separately. Oh, really? One of the cats just told me off. They haven't quite made that decision yet. If you could handle 2 cats who love each other and are bonded to each other, that would be just super. And if you can't, then perhaps one at a time would be better. You would need to talk to them at that point. But in any case, they are front declawed, and they are very sweet, and they are good-sized, lovely, loving cats, and their names are Venus and Serena. This is the last cat we're going to show you, and this is our special needs cat. His name is Peaky. He is 7 years old, was originally adopted as a kitten from Save a Pet, and returned because the owner was moving. He's available for a permanent foster home because he has something called stomatitis, which is lesions in his mouth that are very severe. He also has high blood pressure. I understand that the infection in his mouth was so bad that it moved into the ear and he ruptured an eardrum, so they're treating him now for that. That he'll recover from. He can be affectionate, and you'll see he's moving his head funny. That's because of the eardrum. That probably will go, but can't say for sure. So he's going to be a wobbly kitty. He's going to be a kitty that's going to need medication. He's going to be a kitty that you don't adopt. You take as a permanent foster. You bring to Save a Pet for meds and medical care. The alternative to that is that he'll live in a cage for the rest of his life, which is sad because he is beautiful and he is loving. And it's no life for an animal, even though everyone stops to pet him and everyone feels bad. It's still no life for an animal to live in a shelter. If you have room in your heart for a less than perfect kitty who's going to need care and lots of love, come into the shelter. Please take a look at Peaky. He's waiting for that big-hearted, kind person to come and take him home.